I'd like to invite you to think about this. We make our world go round, and it spins fast. However, we shouldn't be afraid to taste the stillness and to remember who we are. Hello my friends, and welcome back on VSL's YouTube channel. Vincent here. I hope you're doing great and that you are as excited as I am. I'm delighted to have been asked by Vienna Symphonic Library to talk to you today about their third installment in the already known duality principle. Duality strings colors. The same two ensembles recorded in the same two stages you know and love, but this time pushing the string sound palette to its edges with the flautendo and sul ponticello subset. And what's more, if you already own the two previous installments, Duality Strings Regular and Sordino, that one sounds oddly familiar, Duality Strings Colors is free. And with these new, highly contrasting articulations, the name Duality has never been used so appropriately. By the way, just a reminder, the sul ponticello is played by bringing the bow closer to the bridge, and flautendo is played while bringing the bow closer to the fingerboard. Now, enough talk, let's write something, have a seat, there's room in the sofa just behind me. So, something stressful, something oppressive, something threatening. Let's start with some frantic cello rhythm, and let's use some short ponticello notes. It sounds a bit like a typewriter. I would need some more variety of articulations here. This is so rewarding, like when you're down and up bow. This is amazing. Let's call in the violas with, let's say, the most common articulation that is used while playing sul ponticello, which is the tremolo. I am always a bit afraid when I'm using twice the same patch at the same time to have a bit of a synthy sound, so I will use some dimension strings patches. They have the sul ponticello, and I will just, erase that lower voice and paste it in the synchronized dimension strings violas for the second desk. And then listening to the two. Yes, this is something that I'm using very frequently, you will see. I would really like some sort of glissando, but a bit untuned, a bit random. So I think I'm gonna use the pitch bend for this. Yeah, sounds cool. Let's bring that first tormented phase to its climax. Now let's have our own shower scene. Remember Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho, shower scene? When I'm doing two voices for the same part, I'm splitting it between the duality strings colors and the dimension strings sul ponticello counterpart. Let's have a listen. It makes me think so much about Bernard Herrmann. Now let's bring more variety for the attacks, because without any other variations, it still stays in détaché marcato and it sounds like that. We need a bit more of variety. So that's why I'm switching between détaché marcato, détaché and spiccato. This is exactly the kind of assertive sound I want. Some timpani with hard mallets. Let's have a new moment after all of that frantic passage with an unsettling melody at the first violins. And let's use some specific intervals to make that melody even more unsettling. Check this out. You should use some dissonant intervals, like the semitone, just as simple as that, or the tritone, up and down, of course, and also big dissonant gems. But what if I used tremolo here again? That would be a bit too much like what we heard before, and I don't really like the connections between the notes, but perhaps I'm not doing that well. This melody will make the transition between the unsettling sul ponticello part and the calmer flotando part. So I think it's good at some point to use the ponticello flotando crossfade, and just let's make it happen. What an unsettling melody, right? Gives you chills. And to accompany it, we will use the second violins, still doing sul ponticello. We're gonna do two voices, and then we will split those two voices in two different patches for extra realism. You will see. Then I will delete the lower voice from the violin 2. I will copy paste it to the synchronized dimension strings sul ponticello. It works very well. Now we have our menacing melody, it sounds great, we're super happy with it. And to accompany it with some sort of both harmonic and rhythmical element, I will choose some collegno. Collegno is when you hit the strings with the wood of your bow. And the violas from Duality Strings Regular will do it. I think the conlegno is a great idea, and I would like to continue it using the cellos and double basses, doing some sort of an echo, like the cellos using snap pizzicatos and the double basses answering just like with a regular pizz, both of them coming from Duality Strings Regular. Some timpani hits now with the hard mallets to enhance the snap pizzicatos. Now we have our unsettling sul ponticello melody, and to enhance it, I will bring some flute flirt to town. The two timbres are a nice combination. Check it out. Another member of the orchestra that pairs well with the sul ponticello timbre. Muted brass are of great help when you have a sul ponticello texture. It brings a bit more of bitterness. Another instrument that pairs well with the sul ponticello timbre and bringing a more mysterious touch is the celesta. And if you want to underline a cello line, to make it more present without making it too prominent or aggressive, there's another instrument from the orchestra that is just the cello's perfect match, the bassoons. Okay, cellos have the theme now, but I would like the melody to stand out a bit more, but without pushing too much the timbre. So what about dialing a bit of cellos from Duality Strings Regular and to make some sort of a regular flotando crossfade? Let's try. And just for the fun of it, let's listen to how it sounds without the flotando. yeah, it's too loud, of course. So we will need to adjust with expression CC11 to just make a right blend. And I will just put the bright signal because I would like to have a more defined cello sound coming from the small ensemble and also the first chair. Let's see this. Yes. Very good. And about the first chair? Yes. This is exactly what I want. Not too prominent, just as an undertone to bring more definition. And Duality Strings in all the 3 installments helps us a lot to achieve that. I have my CC11 enabled, so now it must sound like super low. Yeah, you see, you can barely hear it. But as I always say, the small details makes all the difference. Let's check now how the two, flautendo and regular, works together as a blend. Can you hear this? The bit more of definition that Duality Strings regular allow us to have. And it's not compromising the natural timbre of the Duality Strings colors, but it helps to bring out a melody in a very sweet manner. And I just love that flexibility in every Duality Strings installment. As a matter of fact, it became my workhorse. Like before I was having Synchronylic Strings, Synchron Strings Pro, now Duality Strings. Alright. And here let's play with a different transition. As you can see, we have the option between the normal and the slurred legato, and I would really like to take advantage of both of them to bring more expression. And as I'm using the vibrato crossfade, let's just have some CC20 to have some evolving vibrato in time. And to take profit of all the richness of the instrument, let's use the timbre adjust option. So let's input some CC8 here. So now we are happy with our cello line, we are happy with the sound, and I would like to add some more of a string texture, some sort of an untwined melody between violins 1 and 2, legato and flautando. To bring extra foundations to that flautendo part, I will use a patch that has been specially recorded for Duality Strings colors, the Tutti Pianissimo patch. And as you're gonna hear just right now, it sounds... Oh. A bit of cymbal roll, and if you watch all my videos, you must know that I just love it. And to bring a last layer, a soft rhythmical engine, I think the soft Bosendorfer will be a great match. And I will take the ethereal preset. And that's a pity, we don't talk enough about the soft imperial. Et voilà! That's all for me, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope that you had a great time with me as always, and I hope that you like the little improvements that I made in this video. And until next time, take care and keep making great music. Bye.